I actually visited one of my favorite places, 100 Famous Views of Edo, drawn by Hiroshige Ando, and what the scene is like now. 046, Yoroi Ferry in Koamicho is a view of Koamicho from the departure and arrival point of Yoroi Ferry on the side of the current Tokyo Stock Exchange. First, check the location on Applemap. In 1872, Yoroi Ferry became a bridge called Yoroibashi, which spans Nihonbashi Kabutocho and Nihonbashi Koamicho. In Nishizume, there was the Makino family residence of the Tango Maizuru clan, but now the Tokyo Stock Exchange is built on the site. The Metropolitan Expressway Loop Line runs above the Nihonbashi River. Let's represent Hiroshige's viewpoint with a red gradation. I tried to enlarge this map further. I added a red gradation, which is also Hiroshige's point of view, and covered it with an old map of the time when this picture was drawn. The white dozo that lined up in a row on the left side of the picture is the blue part of this map. Behind this was the mansion of Bagaku Sakai of Gunma and his relative, Matsudera Echumamoru of Fukui. The place where the small Inari is written on the left side of the green triangle has now moved a little northeast to become Koami Shrine. Hiroshige's picture book Edo Souvenir, which depicts the place where this warehouse was built from Edo Bridge. At that time, the riversides of Koamicho 2Chome and 3Chome were called the Armor Riverbanks, and were very busy as a center of supplies centered on rice and grapeseed oil. Hiroshige describes how the storehouses for storing it were lined up in the explanation of this painting. It's like the Great Wall of China. Hiroshige's picture book Edo Souvenir and also depicts Yoroi Ferry seen from the downstream. A large boat called Kizurazu ship is drawn on the right front side, and the actual Yoroi Ferry is drawn small on the left side in contrast. The commentary on this picture states that boats from Gyotoku and Kizurazu come and go day and night, and a lot of luggage is being collected. You can see how busy the Armor River bank was at that time. Please see the map that shows the height difference that you saw last time. Before Ieyasu Tokugawa entered Edo, the area that Hiroshige was supposed to have drawn was almost the sea, which was the eastern coast of Edo Meijima, which extends from Mount Kanda. A long time ago, when Minamoto no Yoshiyui, who was ordered by the imperial court to conquer Oshu, tried to cross the sea from here to Shimusa, a storm was blowing. So, following the example of Yamato Takeru in the past, when he threw one armor Yoroi territory into the sea to calm the dragon god, the wind and waves immediately became quiet and he was able to cross the sea safely. After that, this area came to be called Yoroi no Pool, and when this delivery was possible, it was called Yoroi Ferry. Also, when Taira no Masakado, who ruled this area widely around the beginning of the 10th century, took helmet from his neck, he dropped only helmet, made a mound there, and called it Mount Kabuto helmet and worshipped it. For this reason, it is said that it has come to be called Kabutocho. In addition, Minamoto no Yoshiyui, who has made a triumphant return after the conquest of Oshu, created a helmet Kabuto mound in the place where he buried his helmet in gratitude for the victory. It is located in the mansion of Masudera Izumimori, which is why this area has come to be called Kabutocho. This is the reason why the current Tokyo Stock Exchange is commonly called Kabutocho. Let's take a closer look at the actual Hiroshige painting. In the summer sky, 4 swallows fly around like a flock, and underneath, the white storehouses of the shipping wholesaler on the banks of the Armor River are lined up in a row, flowing from the left. Only the bow of a large ship called the Kizurazu ship pops out so as to pierce the warehouse. From under the bow, various people riding the Yoroi Ferry are about to cross the crowded Nihonbashi River to the Kabutocho side. Beyond that, there are several small boats called T-boats, which are covered with barrels and sardines and loaded with yellow. This boat serves to divide and ship luggage from large vessels. In the direction of Yoroi Ferry, a high-speed boat called Ukiyo-e is about to pass downstream first. A woman who seems to be the daughter of a merchant who is standing around busy and quietly staring at the situation from the shore is depicted in the back with a black parasol. I actually went to this place now. Here is the picture. The Metropolitan Expressway is also over here, so it's not a very enjoyable view. This is a picture taken a little closer to the shore side, removing the oppressive feeling of the Metropolitan Expressway. This is the photo that goes down a little further back, but it's not much different. The bridge on the other side is Cable Bridge over Shinohashidori. Perhaps this point is the closest to Hiroshige's perspective. Exchange from the Koamicho side over Yoroibashi. Hiroshige's point of view is that people are walking in front of JPX right now. By the way, I tried to fit the current photo into Hiroshige's painting. The point of view is a little different, but if you include the back of a woman, it seems that the photo is reasonably acceptable. However, I can't hear the hustle and bustle of the Edo period. You can see that the current Nihonbashi River is not only impassable for large boats loaded with luggage, but also for small fishing boats. In the days of shipping wholesalers, the river was responsible for the transportation of goods, but nowadays, roads such as the Metropolitan Expressway that runs on the river and Shinohashidori that intersects the river at right angles take the place. By the way, Shinohashidori was directly connected to Tsukiji Fish Market, so it was called Market Street before the name changed. The Tsukiji Fish Market was a modern facility that was created with consideration for water transportation and rail transportation during the shipping wholesaler era. However, it has now moved to Toyoyosu, which is only for land truck transportation. Oil has changed the times.